helping with regards to the kits. So where possible, we'll be deploying additional kits. This exercise did commence on Monday, and I'm sure if you start going around Lusaka, you'll see that certain points that were congested are now being manned by either 3 or 4 additional kits, and this will continue, and we are observing the system quite closely, and we will ensure that that is done throughout the country where we have excess numbers coming through, because we don't want to lose the public out there, those that have shown goodwill and in ONS taken off time from their busy schedules. They could be doing other productive activities, but instead have decided to come and register. And as a commission, we are cognizant and wary of that, and we need to ensure that we facilitate for that. Like I've indicated, in the immediate, we are enhancing the capacity of our people. But it's also expected as you begin the exercise, the officers have just started and they're not so familiar with the process and the equipment. And as we go, you'll notice that they'll become more and more efficient. And this has been observed already. We've seen the numbers in terms of how many they're able to capture increasing on day-by-day rate. We had anticipated, based on our estimates, that a registration officer should not take more than 7 or 5 minutes to register an individual. But at the beginning, this was not the case. We have so far seen in certain instances where they're able to do that, and this continues to improve. And I'm sure the cave will be able to smoothen out in terms of the processing of the citizens out there and be issued with cards. When it comes to the online, we will communicate very effectively very soon in terms of the designated centers. What we've noted is that there's been a confusion with regards to which centers have been designated specifically for processing online registrations or those that applied online. And therefore everybody is going to all the centers that are open, whether you did undertake online pre-registration or not. And therefore those that did undertake pre-online are being disadvantaged, because the idea is that when you have done pre-online registration, the process will be much shorter. We won't be able to capture your biometrics. And therefore there are dedicated centers. We will publish those for the public to know where the dedicated centers are, so that they focus on those and be able to ensure that they get their cards in a much quicker process.
Another issue that people have raised is the quality of the voters' cards. Well, just to speak to it.
Yeah. The quality of the voters' card is something that we expected that somebody is going to raise. To the contrary, it's actually a superior card. There are a number of security features that have been embedded in that card compared to the old one. I think people are basically basing it on feel and texture of the card. It's a lighter card. But when you look at it from the security features, which of course some may not be visible to the naked eye, that have been embedded in there, it is a much superior card, even in durability in terms of lasting, but also readability in reference to the barcode and biometric system that has been embedded in our registration exercise. I know when one looks at it and you feel it, you'll be saying, oh no, it's a lighter card. But be rest assured, it was deliberate. It was something that was well designed and thought through, both to manage and withstand wear and tear, but also to take into account security features on our part. So we just encourage our voters to familiarize themselves with the card and don't think of it as an inferior card. Based on feel and texture, be rest assured that the card will be very durable. It will be able to withstand a number of things. It's water resistant, it's solvent resistant in terms of other chemicals like alcohol and so on. So there are quite a number of properties that have been embedded in it. Some, obviously, like I said, security, which are not visible to the naked eye. So be rest assured it's of high quality and one that will stand the test of time, at least until we migrate to the one card system that the country one day will be moving towards.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Or maybe are you optimistic that you'll get the 9 million voters in this short period?
Going by the trends so far, we hope that as a commission, by the end of the week or early next week, we'll be able to give some estimates, either directly or through the Vice President's office in Parliament, so that the public can be able to appreciate the process and how we're progressing. But going by the current numbers that we have recorded so far in the past 2 days, we remain very optimistic that we'll be able to meet the set target. And we encourage the citizens not to be discouraged by the start. The Commission is doing its very best to ensure that we smoothen the process and be able to facilitate quick processing of the registration so that they're able to be captured. Let me also mention something that we have noted is that there are also, like in every situation, people that want to take advantage of the system. And to warn, we have noted that there are some people that are doing double, multiple registrations deliberately, intentionally. That is a criminal act. The system now is almost foolproof in terms of registration, especially when it comes to multiplicity. With the integrated features, security, as well as the biometrics, you will be detected. And once you are detected, we will be prosecuted if that is done intentionally. So please, we urge the citizens, once you register, deter from deliberately trying to register from other centers. That is also causing unnecessary congestion, but it's also a criminal act when you're doing it intentionally, trying to basically manipulate the system. It's unacceptable, and you will be found wanting and prosecuted accordingly. So we encourage all citizens to just do the right thing. Go and register. If you're doing it pre-online, look out for the designated center. We'll publish today. We ensure that we communicate effectively on that. For those that have not, please visit your nearest center. The deployment schedules are now out for the mobile issuance. Look out for those so that you know where your centers are and ensure that you register. This is day 3 of the registration exercise. It will run throughout the 30-day period that has been stated. And if a center moves, does not imply that you'll not be able to register from there. What we have done is that the deployment schedule is focused on a catchment area, and there will always be kits within that catchment area. At no point in time will your catchment area not be serviced. What will be moving are the kits based on different polling stations within that catchment area. So do not worry, you will be able to register yourselves during the 30-day period in your specific catchment area, and we ensure that that is done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.